academy is the wonder of light and actually color also. The wonder of light. So as soon as we are born, uh, we open our eyes, we see the world, right? So we see colors. We see red, blue, green, yellow, orange, and we take it for granted, isn't it? If somebody says, "Where is that object?" We say it's there, you know. And then we get into this subject called light in physics. Today I'm talking about light in a holistic way, including physics, because you can't separate physics from fundamental questioning of light. So we start looking at things and all. Then one strange thing must occur, must happen, but doesn't happen. It must happen, but it doesn't happen to large numbers of people. In fact, that's one of the reasons why we are making this video. What doesn't happen is we take light too much for granted. You understand? So we don't wonder about certain things which we take for granted, but we don't ask a little deeper questions on that. Now, let's look at that in a different way. So for some people who are very good scientists, who are good at, let's say, physics or good at philosophy or very learned about science and everything, they look at light in a different way. They have a certain information which I want to share today, which I came to know a little later in life. And the information is very simple, open to everybody, you know. But the problem is we don't question it. And what is the information? There are certain things with respect to light which are funny, which are very funny. From childhood, we know when we stand in front of the mirror, we see ourselves. We see ourselves. Now, I can understand seeing a chair there, seeing the sky there, seeing the bike there. But how do I see myself? I see myself in front of the mirror. People say it's a mirror. Mirrors reflect you. You can see yourself. They just say that. And I don't wonder about it. But actually, I should not see the mirror. Maybe I should see that object that is a mirror. Something is in front of the mirror. Actually, you know what it is. It's a glass and there's something put behind it. You know? And I'm seeing myself. Not only in the mirror. We say mirror, but we see reflections in any smooth surface. Any smooth surface, we see ourselves. I'm looking at the floor there. It is very, very smooth floor. Some little bit of water has fallen there. And I can see the reflection. I can see it is reflecting what is above it. Right? So definitely the smoothness, there is a certain smoothness which is giving reflection. You know? Then we go to the physics class. Teacher comes and says laws of reflection. Angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. The ray comes like this and ray comes. Teachers start talking too many things. And we're not able to connect to reality, right? So we get to know, okay, this is light in physics, subject of light in physics. It is not in physics. But the teacher says, yeah, mirror, what happens? The light, he or she actually puts that ray also. But where is that ray? I don't see any ray. You know, even when you see a ray-like thing, you have this window and some light is falling. The ray comes because it is, the other parts are dark. And only this part is seen. You understand? Very, very interesting it is. Then, what is this light? I'm suddenly coming into a blank. I don't know what is this light, how it is being caused, right? This is the wonder question which great scientists ask. That I came to know later when I got more information, deeper information on that. In later life, I found that this was a question asked by, from the earliest ages, by great minds and wondering minds. And the first question they asked was, why is it that I'm looking, when I'm sitting and looking at the river, I'm able to see myself? People know that. People knew from ages that they can see reflection. Some waterfalls, you can see in that. There are other wondrous phenomena. Other wondrous phenomena. You know, I've just raised the question. I'm not giving you the answer. Notice. The other wondrous question is, sometimes in the sky, something amazing comes in. What's so amazing about it? Rainbow. It is amazing. The problem is I got too used to it. Once I was standing on the terrace of a friend, she runs a school, and suddenly such a thick rainbow, it was like just near me, I could catch it, you know. Thick rainbow with clear-cut colors, you know, were formed on the sky. That is a fact. Then the teacher comes in the class, yeah, rainbow is formed because drops refract. You know, they use the word refraction. We've got reflection and we've got the word refraction. You know, what is this refraction? Why should colors come like that? From raindrops, they say. Of course, I know it's true. I know that she's not lying. It is science. I'm saying this wonder of light is missing in the teaching of science. You understand? The wonder of light is completely missed in the teaching of science. Even the wonder of reflection. For me, reflection is not such a ordinary phenomenon today. I can feel the wonder of the, reflection on the floor, on a bike, anywhere, everywhere I see reflections. I see the wonderful play of light. Uh, I'm talking in terms of science now. Why is it happening? What is really happening? And then this phenomenon of rainbow, which we cannot explain, and that is what the great thinkers who wondered about the world, they asked that question. And then there are other wonders. There's another wonder. This is the biggest wonder. In fact, the wonder is after I discovered this question, I realized this is the biggest wonder of the world, not what I'm going to say, but the fact that we never questioned that. The blue sky. Look at the blue sky. The blue sky is not really blue. It is not really, we never wondered. From childhood, I looked at the blue sky. I never wondered, just that wonder that if it is not blue there, I know I'm talking stupidly. People who know the subject of physics might be finding me stupid. But I'm talking as a layman. I don't know anything. Really, I don't know anything. How can I know something very special? So there is this blue sky. The blue sky is not really blue, like this shirt of mine. It is really not like this shirt of mine. There is no blue there. You go there, there'll be no blue. But it is looking blue. That's when the click comes. See? The click comes. Something is happening. And it is definitely not mysterious. God is not creating some blue there, right? There's some cause. Something is happening there. Something is happening there. The sky is blue. Rainbows are formed. Reflections happen. Then I can give you one more simpler. I can make a little bit of the reflection also a little bit more wondrous. You see some bad mirrors. There are some exhibitions where they give you some very funny mirrors. Your face becomes small and your body becomes big. Because the glass is not smooth. That is also an indication, right? If the reflecting surface is a little curved, then you get very funny shapes. And that we have studied in physics. Those who have gone to school, they know reflection, curved reflections, curved mirrors, concave mirror, convex mirror. This is all there in the syllabus. But my point is not that. My point is, what is happening? What is the cause? What is the wonder of light there? What is happening really there? And one more thing, which anybody from childhood has observed, is that things become very big in water. Usually you see lemons, lemons in water, they become such big lemons. From childhood we know something is happening, we get a sense. We all have a sense that something is, we don't feel very mysterious or wonders about it. We take it for granted. In fact, that's nice. There's nothing wrong in that. To take everything, if the sky is blue, of course the sky is blue. If I go to a village and say, why is the sky blue? Why is the sky blue? It is blue, which is nothing wrong. But here there's a deeper wonder which I'm talking about today. Why is it blue? Why is the lemon such a big lemon? What is light? In the daytime, there is a sun which is come. The night time it goes away. When there is no source of light, nothing is seen. There is a source of light. You need a light to see things. You need light or you need a source of light? You need a source of light to see things. Then what is light? This is the question, the toughest question. For me, it was very tough to grasp it. Light is invisible. That sentence is there in the textbook. Light is invisible. What's the meaning of light is invisible? Light is invisible. We see because of light. We don't see light. Then what is light? That was the question in physics. You get my point? Light is invisible. We see because of light. We don't see light. That day it was like a turning point to some extent. It's not as if I've got to know reality that way, but I got to know something. And then when you start getting used to these phenomena, when you start getting used to the concepts of physics, that is why the concepts of physics are reflection, refraction, rainbow, eye, rods and cones, brain. Now the information that we learn, which even any Google will give you, comes alive. And there I leave it to you. My purpose was to show, not to give you the answers. Now my questions are, what is happening? Really, just that. What is happening? When you switch on the light, what happened? Instantly. When sun came slowly, whole world is seen. What happened? Why is something green? Why is something blue? What is blue? Blue. If I have to tell somebody who's blind what is blue, he can't get it ever. So blue is not something you define. You're born with the knowledge of blue. So here we can't question blue. Really. That's what I understood from philosophy. You can't question blue. Blue is a primary color, primary sensation. If I start questioning blue, I start questioning blue, I start questioning sound, I start questioning touch, taste, smell, then I'm gone. I become empty. Are you getting me? We cannot go beyond our senses. That's what I learned from philosophy. Got it? So it's a very simple thing. We could have all learnt it. That is what we're trying to do here in this video. So when we say blue, this is it. We have to point it. That is called so-called ostensive definition. That there's no, you can't find out, you can't define further than that. Red is red is red is red. You can't define more than that. Blue is blue is blue. Then there's another wondrous thing, if I can go to a little bit of detail, is dark red, little red, light. Artists are very sharp about that. Artists are very sharp about grasping the colors of light, how the light plays on the face, how it shows meanings. They go into psychology. They can see a face with all the light falling, and they can essentialize a face. There's a lot happening all around us. A lot of meanings are coming to us. Are you getting me? When we see red, we get some feelings also. Then we go into art. See, it is all holistic. You know? So the real question is only one question. What is happening? Let us all find out. What is happening? Why is the lemon blue big in a glass of water? In fact, if you notice, if you keep a bowl of water and keep something inside, let's say a small coin, the coin will seem as if it's up. If you while having a bath, you can see the bottom of the bucket comes up a little. Why? So our eyes are like, yeah, it's a bit. Our eye, our source of light, yeah, then now we can maybe understand light travels in straight lines and all that. But again, here also, light, that invisible thing is traveling in straight lines, hitting my eye. I get a sensation. We come to the realm of wonder. We come to the realm of wonder where we can't question further. There is no why in physics also. There is only what is happening. So I'm only asking a question, honest question. What is happening when you're seeing yourself in the mirror? That's all. What is happening when it's curved? Why face becomes smaller or bigger? You don't have to go so much to mathematics also. What's happening when a lemon is in the water, it's becoming big? Why is it becoming big? Why is the sky blue when it's not blue? When there's nothing there? Why is it that when you look into a pond, the things are seen up, or a bucket, the things are seen up? Why is a rainbow formed? Why is a green green? Really? It's a question, good question. Why is it green? In fact, there are some animals which can change colors, literally change colors. How is it doing it? So we are very clear about the questions. Don't you see? If you ask the right questions, if your questions make sense to you, if the questions are fundamental and basic and correct, if the questions are correct, the answer is almost in the question. Now when you read properly and get acquainted and comfortable with the phenomenon of light, not only can you understand light, you can use light, you can make things like lenses, which I'm wearing. I can't even see without it. Now I put it, I can see. You can understand everything about retina, you can understand everything about glasses. Eye doctors know everything about eye, right? So you can know everything. But how does that information come alive? One of the reasons why we are uneducated is because we are not able to ask the questions which will make the information come alive. You understand? This is the wonder of light. That's all I want to share. Because now you don't need anybody. This is the small thing that happened to me at 34. One day I suddenly realized I didn't ask the obvious questions. Not only in this, in so many things. Why when I rub my hand, it becomes hot? Let's talk about heat in some other day. Thank you.
40 minutes చెప్పారు.